Hi guys, I'm Tiny Joy now, and today in CAS we are making the Nihilist from both the movie and my um Big Le and my LP in The Sims 4, the Big Lebowski. And we are making the Nihilist. And I just love them so much. They are so goofy and weird, and they were really fun to make. They have very striking, awkward, cartoonish features. All of them have their own look. It was just such a joy to make them. We first have Yuli Kunkel, and he's kind of like the leader of the group. Big, striking jaw. Uh, he's honestly, all of them seem like, even though they're doing quite violent things, there's good intentions there. They're just trying to help their German girlfriend and themselves have a better life. Are they doing it through the best means? No. Did they have a techno pop band? Yes. Do they care for nothing? Yes. That was the worst German impression ever. Let me try it again. The uh, we we are nihilists and we care for nothing. I'm still making it a little bit French. Oh well. So basically, these guys were in well, specifically Yuli was in a, as Maud puts it, a beaver picture with Bunny Lebowski. And when they hear she's, missing, they decide, you know what, we're gonna take things into our own hand, use this to our advantage, and we're gonna say we kidnapped her. And they are getting tangled in this big confusion mess of just trying to get some money. They're just trying to get some money. It's not through good ways, but somehow when I watch the movie, I still root for them. I know it's messed up, but it's still worth it. Now we're making their one of his like fellow goons, his fellow teammates, his fellow nihilists, Kiefer. And I made another one named Franz, and both Franz and Kiefer didn't have a last name, so I just made them the Nihilist. I made sure all of their attributes shared kind of a mean quality. Some of them are a little bit gloomier than others, and in general, they care about money. So that's kind of an easy understanding of why, I chose those things. Now, fun fact, Kiefer was actually played by Flea from the Red Hot Chili Peppers. And I have to look it up because part of me was like, was he in the Red Hot Chili Peppers at the time? And how interesting that this was during a time in cinema where now I was younger, so I wouldn't have been aware if this was a thing or not. Maybe I'm just seeing it from a false point of view. But nowadays, if there's any, celebrity even comes near a movie, it's like, Justin Timberlake, he's in our movie, he's in our movie. It doesn't mean they're good at the movie or they even have a big part. They just freak out about it. And to have someone like Flea, who's from like a really freaking awesome band, it's so interesting that it's like, oh yeah, he's in that movie. No, no hating. He does a great job. He doesn't do a bad job, but he just wanted to act and be in the movie, and it worked. And he's just like any other actor. Whatever. It's all good. As you can see, it was really hard to do him. I don't think he looks exactly like Flea, to be honest with you, which is fine with me. But I just wanted to kind of, in general, capture some of his main characteristics. I wanted them to look as weird and cartoonish and each goon needed to have its own feel is what I'm trying to express. A lot of them, by the way, have really outturned ears, which is unusual. And sadly, they didn't have the right receding hairline texture here because he's not bald. His just has a little bit of receding hairline. And they just didn't have it. And as I was trying to choose what I needed for Kiefer, I decided ultimately just to make him bald. As you can see, materialistic, mean. But I actually think Kiefer would ultimately be a loner, to be honest with you. I think when he's not pouting, he's by himself punching, doing a punching bag and stuff. Now, Franz. Franz was an absolute treat to do. He actually was really easy. A lot of the lips and nose were already correct, so I didn't have to make too much, adjustments or guessing wise. Franz is so freaking goofy looking. He's so tall and the thinnest, and they're all weak looking and weak clearly, but he's the weakest of the group. But my favorite thing about him that stands out are his what are they called? Horse rim glasses, his big thick glasses. And thankfully the vintage stuff back actually had pretty much his exact glasses, which I was really lucky. Same thing with him. I was trying to figure out how to have. He usually ties his hair in kind of like a ponytail, but I didn't find one I felt happy enough. So I felt like he had longish hair. So this felt similar enough. This is when I started to realize that at certain points in the movie they try to cover up their face or wear hoodies and stuff. So I went back and I gave Yuli a ninja mask for when he breaks in and attacks, because he wears a hoodie in that one. But you know, ninja mask, hoodie, same thing. And this is when I had kind of the jacket off, and I'm trying to decide because they all wear somewhat similar-ish outfits. But as you can see, they all have their own distinct, I'm gonna wear the turtleneck, and you're gonna wear the more clubby young one. I'm gonna wear the more, 80s tight fit one. So that was really fun to like really think about their personalities because we only get to see them for a snippet. Now you get to enjoy their glamorous duds and their cute features. Cute is relative. Well, have a nice day, guys, and what do they say? But it means nothing.